Since being drafted in 2018, Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson has yet to beat the Chiefs. The former MVP looks for his first win against Kansas City. Next on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Ravens offense set to take over and led by a man still just in his fourth season in the NFL, the 2019 MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They go play action now. Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 64 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. 20! And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner, and in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Jackson on first down. And one more time, that's Watkins. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
He'll the intended receiver once again, but it'll be 2nd down. Shedding the tackle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Legero Sneed.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a lot of times These plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Jackson will throw again. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, yeah.
So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Mahomes now on first down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Touchdown! Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's 21-3. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The return is Duvernay. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, for Sammy Watkins, we saw plays like this from time to time in his Kansas City days, and he's still making them here with his new team, the Ravens.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because You've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now. At 11, it's 21-10. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too. They've got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Oh, some strong running. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the Giants who were able to come away with the road victory. The Giants playing well early as they get to 2-0 with a road win there. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Cam Newton, a touchdown pass in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good one in the NFC North. The Lions and Packers from Lambeau Field. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And going deep for Hill.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A good rookie season for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but I do believe a lot of people thought that he would be more of a factor in the passing game for KC last year. Remember, he had 55 catches his final season at LSU. Wound up with only 36 as a rookie with the Chiefs. I expect that number to only go up. Remember, he missed a few games down the stretch with injury.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 34.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
And they'll begin by running the option.
First down and more for Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Well, I mean, Lamar Jackson, what more can we say at this point? He is a living, breathing highlight reel. And go ahead and tack on that last play to the list of big ones by number 8.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, What was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season in Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the first round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 44, Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And Marquise Brown is definitely a guy who can take the top off of a defense and make the big catches downfield. Also known as Hollywood, now in his 3rd season from Oklahoma. Wants to make more catches like the one we just saw there, the routine variety.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Quick slant to Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
154 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the foot.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The return is Duvernay. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Chiefs defense making their way back onto the field. And they forced the fumble last time. Now 4 turnovers for this defense. They've been darn good.
It's become a feeding frenzy, hasn't it? I mean, almost like the sharks. They descend upon their prey. That's what they've done this entire game. 4 takeaways, they preach it, and today they're living it.
Well, when you have that many, you probably think, all right, well, we'll just get another one now, right?
That's how it works. Everyone feels like, if I didn't get one, I'm doing something wrong.
That is caught, Bateman.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Jackson on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and
The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.